morning, boys and girls. It is so good to be with you on this Easter morning.
This morning, we are going to be reading, Misty and I are going to be reading a passage from God's Word to you, and it's taken from a children's Bible, that we read this Bible to our children and to our grandchildren, and today we would like to read it to you.
And you know, Easter is a happy time, but the time leading up to Easter was not happy for Jesus at all. It was very sad. And we're going to read from John chapter 19. Governor Pilate gave orders for Jesus to be beaten with a whip. The soldiers made a crown out of thorn branches and put it on Jesus. Then they put a purple robe on him. They came up to him and said, "Hey, you, King of the Jews." They also hit him with their hands. Once again, Pilate went out. This time he said,
"I will have Jesus brought out to you again. Then you can see for yourselves that I have found nothing wrong with him."
Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. People said,
"Here is the man."
When the chief priests and the temple police saw him, they yelled, "Nail him to a cross! Crucify him! Nail him to a cross!" But Pilate told them,
"You can take him and nail him to the cross. I do not find him guilty of anything."
The crowd replied, "He claimed to be the Son of God. Our law says that he must be put to death." When Pilate heard this, he was terrified. He went back inside and asked Jesus.
"Where are you from?"
But Jesus did not answer.
"Why won't you answer my questions? Don't you know that I have the power to let you go free or to nail you to a cross?"
Jesus replied, "If God had not given you the power, you couldn't do anything at all to me. But the one who handed me over to you did something even worse." Then Pilate wanted to set Jesus free, but the crowd again yelled, "If you set this man free, you are no friend of the Emperor Caesar. Anyone who claims to be a king is an enemy of our emperor." When Pilate heard this, he brought Jesus out. Then he sat down on the judge's bench at the place known as the Stone Pavement. It was about noon on the day before Passover, and Pilate said to the crowd,
"Look at your king."
Kill him, they yelled. "Nail him to a cross."
"So you want me to nail your king to a cross?"
The chief priest replied, "The emperor is our king." Then Pilate handed Jesus over to be nailed to a cross.